Hi and welcome. So right at the beginning of this video I want to mention someone. He's not just a great composer, he's also a brilliant sound designer. His name is Tarek Mansour. I hope I pronounced that right. And I had the pleasure to work with Tarek in quite a few projects, and to be honest, I would hire him all day when it comes to sound design. So just in case if you've never heard his name, don't worry, you've heard his work. He has written tracks for Epic Score. He did sound design for movies such as Morbius and All the Old Knives. And he has worked on quite a few sample libraries before. There's something missing, let's make it a little bit more cozy here. That's better. So as I said before, I would hire him all day when it comes to great sound design, but fortunately this is not necessary anymore because now we got Subversion by Dark Force Audio, which is Tarek's new company. And in this video I want to give Subversion a closer look, so let's go. So I already think that this is some really cool sound design, and the name Dark Force Audio is there for a reason, because it all sounds very creepy, sinister, dark, mysterious. Another great thing to mention at this point is that you don't need the full version of Kontakt for this. You can run Subversion in the Kontakt player. Another thing that is very important to mention, once you open the folder, and this happened to me, that I was like, oh, it's just 83 instruments. Please don't be fooled. This beast contains around 19 gigs of sample material. How massive this library is gets obvious when you just load one patch and just go up and down the keys, and you would think, oh, there is just some pitched material going on, but when you listen closely, there is something different going on almost all the time. Now let's move down a few keys here. Down a few more. Down a few more. Now let's go really high here. Let's go up a few more notes. Up a few more. And then you realize that each of these keys is not just one patch pitched up and down, but basically different patches in the same style. So I don't want to go too much into manual mode. Lots of this is obvious here on the GUI. You got a high pass, low pass filter, you got saturation, delay, reverb, and also you got volume control of the different layers. Technically, you could play these individually. Also, you got an EQ, you got specific saturation settings, and you also have control over the delay. Also, what I would like to point out on all the Kontakt instruments, please remember you always have the option to right-click a knob here and say learn MIDI CC automation. So we just put that on the saturation, and also we learn the high pass low pass filter, and we just move the mod wheel here, and now this is connected to the mod wheel. And if we just play a patch right now or a note, we are always able to add some custom flavor to these patches that makes it even more individual. And since we're here, let's listen to another patch that is actually an entire toolbox of percussion pulses. So as with the other patch, each of these keys is basically a different patch. So now think about all the endless combinations that are possible when you hit several keys here. And also what I notice is that all of these sounds from this patch always fit together. So it never feels like as if it's just random sounds that also loop at the same tempo, and then you create something that doesn't make sense. And last but not least, let's check out this Bram Armageddon patch here. So remember, with a mod wheel you can always do cool things like this. Also, let me quickly answer this one question that keeps popping up all the time. But I got library A, B, or C at home already that can do the same. I also got hardware synth and lots of effects and guitar pedals, and I can easily create this stuff on my own. I mean, seriously, congratulations, but I admire the fact more that you have 6 or 8 weeks or 3 or even 6 months of time in between projects to record all of these sounds like they are available in this library. And to be honest, within all of these 17 years that I'm working in the industry, I've never experienced a library that can do exactly what another library can do. Of course, there are lots of libraries out there with the same concept or similar sounds. But if there's one thing that I've learned throughout all of these years is that sometimes a library doesn't fit, it doesn't work for a specific project. And then suddenly you try another one with a similar concept, but it works. And this stuff changes all the time. And also I strongly believe that if you got patches created by an absolute expert, it's always worth more than just trying it on your own, unless you really know what you're doing. Okay, so if you're interested in Subversion, make sure to check out the Dark Force Audio website. Also, I want to thank you for checking out this video, and I seriously hope that Dark Force Audio will release as many libraries as possible. Thanks again for watching, and see you on another video.